Hello and welcome to this lesson of the role of neurotransmitters. By the time you finish this video, you should be able to understand what happens at a synapse, explain how neurotransmitters pass signals, describe why signals travel in one direction. Let's get started. What happens at a synapse? A synapse is the place where a message passes from one neuron to another. The neuron on the left is the presynaptic neuron. This is the neuron that sends the message. The neuron on the right is the postsynaptic neuron. This is the neuron that receives the message. Neurons do not touch each other. Where two neurons meet, there is a small gap called a synapse. The tiny space in the middle is called the synaptic cleft. An electrical impulse cannot cross this gap directly. Because of this, the message cannot simply continue straight across. It has to change form for a short moment. When the electrical impulse reaches the end of the presynaptic neuron, it arrives at the axon terminal. Inside the axon terminal, there are small sacs called synaptic vesicles. These vesicles contain chemical messengers called neurotransmitters. The neurotransmitters are released into the synaptic cleft. They move across the tiny gap and attach to receptors on the postsynaptic neuron. Once the neurotransmitters attach to the receptors, they start a new electrical impulse in the next neuron. This is how neurons pass messages quickly and carefully, even though they do not touch each other. In this stage, neurotransmitters act as the essential link that allows communication to continue between neurons. As the signal reaches the end of the first neuron, chemical messengers are released to carry the message forward. These neurotransmitters move across the synaptic cleft, bridging the gap that the electrical impulse cannot cross on its own. Their job is to deliver the signal safely to the next neuron, where they activate the receptors and allow the pathway to continue. This process is incredibly important because without neurotransmitters, communication between neurons would stop at every synapse. So neurotransmitters ensure that messages can keep traveling smoothly through the nervous system, allowing rapid communication throughout the body. This image walks us through the synapse process one step at a time. So let's trace the message as it travels from one neuron to the next. First, the impulse arrives at the end of the presynaptic neuron. This is the neuron sending the message. The impulse has traveled along the neuron as an electrical signal, but when it reaches the end, it cannot just jump up across the gap. Next, small sacs called vesicles release chemicals called neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters are the orange dots shown in the image. They are released into the tiny gap between the two neurons, called the synaptic cleft. Then, the neurotransmitters diffuse across the synaptic cleft. This means they spread out and move from the presynaptic neuron towards the next neuron. They are carrying the message across the gap. After that, the neurotransmitters reach the postsynaptic neuron, which is the neuron receiving the message. They bind to special receptors on its surface. These receptors are shaped to receive the neurotransmitters, so the message can be passed on properly. Finally, once the neurotransmitters bind to the receptors, a new impulse forms in the postsynaptic neuron. This means the message can continue traveling along the next neuron. So in simple words, the impulse reaches the end of the first neuron, neurotransmitters are released, they cross the gap, they attach to receptors, and a new impulse starts in the next neuron. That is how the message keeps moving through the nervous system. Synapses help impulses travel in one direction only. Only the presynaptic neuron releases neurotransmitters, and only the postsynaptic neuron has receptors. In this visual, the signal moves from the left neuron to the right neuron. Because the release and receiving parts are on opposite sides, the signal cannot easily travel backwards. This keeps nerve messages moving forward in a clear and organized way. After the signal is passed on, neurotransmitters are broken down. This prevents the postsynaptic neuron from being constantly stimulated. It ensures signals are controlled and precise. Let's dive into some exam-style practice questions. You can pause the video and try it yourself. For question number 1, why are neurotransmitters needed? The electrical impulse cannot cross the synaptic cleft, so neurotransmitters are released. They diffuse across the gap and trigger a new impulse in the next neuron. Next is, what happens when an impulse reaches the end of a neuron? Vesicles release neurotransmitters into the synaptic cleft. These diffuse across, bind to receptors, and start a new impulse in the next neuron. Lastly, why do impulses travel in one direction? Only the presynaptic neuron releases neurotransmitters, and only the postsynaptic neuron has receptors. Because each side has a different role, the impulse can only move forwards.